Today's video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero might be in a bit of trouble. We could have some bad news on our hands when it comes to the future of the game and DLC. Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and guys, we have a very important video and topic to discuss. Now, I kind of touched upon this in a separate video whenever the price got revealed for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't too happy about how much it costs individually, okay? As you guys know, the pack set or season pass, whatever you want to consider it, it's $35. And, you know, in hindsight, that sounds like a lot of money, but overall, I think it would be the best overall deal if you're going to be, purchasing this to get all 3 DLC packs for the season pass, including the Hero of Justice, aka Superhero Pack. We have Diamond Pack 1 and Diamond Pack 2, all set to release before the end of this year or even halfway through the year, okay? DLC 3, which is going to be the final one in the season pass, should be dropping in quarter 2, which is going to be around probably I would say June to July-ish. It's probably going to be around that time, right? So the individual pack for Hero of Justice itself is 17 to 18 bucks, I guess, depending on where you live. We'll just kind of, for now, round it up to around 17 to $18, all right? That is a lot of money for only 11 characters, 1 costume, and 3 custom battles, which I don't even think you should count those. They shouldn't even advertise that because you could literally just make those yourself for free. You don't need to pay to have custom battles. Custom battles is a base game feature, right? You're just paying for the little bit of extra effort that the devs went to create these, which again, you guys can make them for yourself. So do you even want to count that or consider it? That's up to you. But as long as you have the DLC purchase, it comes with the characters, so you don't even need that, okay? This custom battles, that's not even story. There's no, sparking episodes or anything extra with that. These are just, what the devs made themselves in a custom battle that you guys can do yourself, right? So $17 for 11 playable characters, and again, I don't even consider them 11 characters. There's only 5 new characters: Piccolo, Gohan, Gamma 1 and 2, and Cell Max, okay? The other characters, the other 6, are basically just transformations, and they do have different attacks, different movesets and stuff, but it's nothing so severe to the point where I would even count them as a completely separate, brand new character, okay? Again, you are getting 11 characters, but 5 of them are actually new, right? You're like new playable characters. The rest are part of 2 other characters, Gohan and Piccolo, okay? So, man, that's a lot of money, and I want to compare it to Xenoverse 2 and show you guys, put into perspective how much value Xenoverse 2 has compared to what Sparking Zero has, okay? Now, keep in mind, Sparking Zero's on a whole different, level of animations. It's on a different engine, so I'll give them that in terms of a plus is that, obviously Xenoverse 2 is a very old game, very old engines and stuff. They did put in work, and, the game is still fun, and, the characters and all the gameplay. But like I said, content-wise, we're talking about content, okay? How much you're getting, you're bang for your buck, right? All that shit, right? So check this out, all right? And I was actually surprised because I whenever you put the pack set together, because, Xenoverse 2, they released 2 different packs, right? It is a stark difference. It's very impressive, how much Xenoverse 2 actually gives you compared to what Sparking Zero can give you. And, maybe we were too harsh. And you can, again, put your opinions in the comments. And this isn't here to glaze a game or hate on a game. It's never about that. A lot of people, that's their only criticism whenever somebody likes something or dislikes something, these days for something. It's like, oh, you're a glazer, you're a hater. Shut the fuck up, all right? How about that one? That's going to be the new thing going forward, okay? How about you just shut the fuck up and we actually have a genuine discussion about this, okay? That sounds better to me. So, Sparking Zero, in total, you get 11 characters, 5 are brand new, the rest are transformations, right? 3 custom battles, which I'm just putting it in there because it's at least some effort, right? 1 costume. Biggest disappointment ever, especially when Gohan, okay, my boy Gohan, he has the glasses and cape. That's already there. That should have been an accessory. Hello? How do you mess that up? It's literally there. You already made all the assets. I'm not asking you to make a brand new costume. You already made it. So why isn't that an accessory or anything that you can toggle on and off? And then I'll say 30, around 30 skills. You could say 33 total because each character has 3 actual new skills, okay? You have 2 supers. I'll call them supers because they're like, you know, basic. And then you have your ultimate blast. So 3 regular blast techniques and then 1 ultimate blast, okay? The other 2, which are like the blast 1 techniques or whatever, the ones that are usually either like a boost or like an evasive type of thing, I'm not even going to count those because they're like super generic. Like every character will have some type of variant of that, okay? Where it's like an insta-spark or a boost technique. No effort, honestly. Like there's barely any effort in going into that in terms of animations. They're all usually pretty much the same. It's nothing too special. So I'm just going to count it as, you know, the actual animated special attacks, right? And because there's 11 characters, right, and you have 3 each, it would be around like 33, but I'm just going to say about 30 because some of them are like Gamma 1 and 2, like they have kind of like similar skills in terms of like their rush down and then their gun blast or whatever. But for the most part, I mean, they are slightly different. There is a little bit of a difference there, but, you know, animation-wise and everything, again, Sparking Zero definitely is way better than Xenoverse 2. Let's like, you know, I'm not here to glaze Xenoverse 2 and say, oh yeah, it's better, but I'm just saying content-wise, right? So that's all you're getting for the same price as the pack set, okay? Because the pack set is, if you get the set, it's like $17 as well, right? It's like, I think, actually, it might be like $1 less or something like that. I don't know. But you get 6 characters, okay? So it's about, you know, it's about half the amount. But, I mean, again, it's basically the same with how Sparking Zero does it, where it's like they're separating the forms, okay? So what would you say if you're not counting that, okay? We'll say there's Gohan Beast, because the other one would be the superhero Ultimate Gohan that can transform, so he can transform the Ultimate. And then you have 2 different versions of Piccolo, so it would be 4 characters if you really want to be like the same, you know, give it even with how Sparking Zero is doing it, okay? So definitely a lot less characters, right? There's no playable Cell Max, but you're getting almost basically the same thing. There's no Super Saiyan Gohan in Xenoverse 2, and there's no Giant Orange Piccolo. So 3 characters are taken off, but you do get a base version of Gohan, an ultimate version of Gohan, Beast Gohan, Yellow Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, Gamma 1, and Gamma 2, okay? So, reasonable, right? Now, here's where a big difference comes in, okay, that Sparking Zero doesn't even have, right? You're mainly paying, and I would say other than the characters, is the story mode. It was a good story mode, in my opinion, okay? You have the different alternate paths that you can take. So it's 2 story mode missions with brand new animated cutscenes, and they have, you know, a decent amount of extra cutscenes that get added from DLC 16, aka Hero Justice Pack 2, right? So that's a lot of work, okay? The reason why Xenoverse 2 takes a very long time for their DLCs to drop, it's not because of the characters necessarily. It's mainly the story and the animated cutscenes that they go hard with. Remember, this has one of the most iconic cutscenes in this specific pack where Gohan Beast and Orange Piccolo team up to do the special beam cannon, okay? So that's a very, very big one, right? And then you have 8 parallel quests, which I guess would be the equivalent of those custom battles. They're pretty much kind of the same. They don't really have cutscenes, but, I mean, they have something else that's way better, in my opinion, which is actual dialogue with voice acting. They completely voice act the parallel quest, and there's a lot of dialogue in there. So I'll give them a plus on that. And obviously, there's 8 of them compared to 3 custom battles, okay? And then we get into the biggest selling point other than the story mode, which are customization for your custom character, okay? You get 9 costumes and accessories in total, right? That is a lot, bro. 1 costume compared to 9 costumes and accessories. Xenoverse 2, big W on that. And then 14 new skills and moves, okay? So you're getting the 14 skills for not only, or it's like 14 to 15, not only for the DLC characters that they're getting for animations, but you're also getting them fixed to work with custom characters as well, okay? So you got to keep in mind the extra effort that has to go into both regular characters and then the custom characters, because the custom characters are different. There's different races, so they have to make sure it works for all of them, right? And then 10 Super Souls, which there's no equivalent of that in Sparking Zero, because these are things that you add onto your custom character and things that are on, what's it called? I guess Super Souls, they're like special abilities, so maybe you could say it's equivalent of like a Blast 1 technique, but these are things that are just, you know, part of the character, okay? And then 30 new illustrations, right? which that's... do you even really want to count that? Because illustrations, sometimes they're actual hand-drawn things, and sometimes they're fucking, like, CGI cutscenes that are from previous DLC, or, like, Hero Coliseum things. There's not a full total 30 drawings, okay? We'll say there's probably, like, a third of that are actual drawings, right? But again, that's still effort, okay? So this is the same exact price, around the same price, and that's how much you're getting. I'm going to go with Xenoverse 2 any day of the week in terms of what I'm getting for content, okay? When this first came out and I paid for the Hero Justice pack set, not only me, but no one else, I don't recall anybody complaining as much or criticizing the price, right? Xenoverse 2 never really had the issue. The worst it got was with the recent DLCs for Future Sagas. Those are very expensive, okay, at least for Future Saga Chapter 1, but Future Saga Chapter 2... even though that one was really kind of ass, it wasn't as expensive. That one was, I think it was like 11 bucks, right? So it's not as bad, right? I would say Sparking Zero, the lowest, or sorry, the most I would pay for this is $12, $11 to $12. I think that would be a little bit more reasonable, okay? And it's because of the animations and the amount of work that went into those, okay? I think they did a solid work. And keep in mind, I love the Sparking Zero DLC one. It was great. It was fun. But if it can only last us 1 week, compared to Xenoverse 2, which usually can last up to about a month worth of actual like replay value, because not only that, there's also free update stuff that comes with it. The Sparking Zero free update stuff was not good, honestly. We got one new mode, which was like you just fight Broly, like a challenging Broly mission, and it's not even like a co-op thing. You're by yourself, so that kind of fucking sucks, and the rewards are ass too, so it's like... whatever, but like Xenoverse 2's free update, you got a brand new Beast Awoken skill, you got costumes, you got tons of different raids every week. Like, there's a lot of other good shit that comes with the free updates for Xenoverse 2 compared to Sparking Zero. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box where you will get up to 20 of the exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks, including Japanese instant ramen and drinks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. While Sakurako is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers, each box coming with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Today for Tokyo Treat and Sakurako, we're going to be trying out from Tokyo Treats these Ramune Pokemon candies. These are so freaking cute, dude. So if you don't know, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I'm waiting for that next game. Was it supposed to be like the Pokemon A to Z Legends or whatever? So, I mean, they smell really good, like kind of like Ramune. There are two different kinds. You have like a circular one. It's just a yellow colored one. The one I'm interested in are the hearts. So this one has, I think that's Score Bunny. You can't even see it, but it actually does taste like the Ramune. You know, the little sodas? All right, so for Sakurako, I'm actually really excited for the Strawberry Monaka. So it's definitely a strawberry flavored little dessert treat here. I think... oh, man, that just crumbled. It's very flaky. Very flaky. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like be very careful. The outer layer is like almost like a wafer kind. You can see it like crumbled. Let me try this here. Hold up. Oh my god, it's a mess. It's like a strawberry wafer. That's really good. But it's like really soft on the inside. So we're gonna wash it down with a little bit of this caramel hojicha tea. That's fire. I wish it didn't crumble like that. I gotta clean up. All right, so check this out. The little tableware item for Sakurako is a plum. It's called like a plum. It's like a wrapping or something. Very big. Wow. Hold up. Yo, this is huge. Look at that. It's a plum colored like wrapping. I think you can like wrap up like a bento box or like a lunch box with this. I'm about to do some magic tricks, yo. This month's theme for Tokyo Treat is the Sweet Valentines. Share the love this Valentine's season with Tokyo Treat, packed with chocolatey favorites and Japanese love-inspired treats. This limited edition Valentine's Day box brings a perfect mix of sweet and savory snacks. Whether you're treating yourself or someone special, every bite is a little celebration of love. Unbox the fun, share the love, and have a truly sweet Valentine. Some of these snack highlights include the Kit Kat, red and white, Tanuki spicy ramen noodles, crunchy choco banana, koi yeka, salt and seaweed chips, white chocolate strawberry latte, and many more. This month's Sakurako theme is the Valentine's Delights. Celebrate love and connection with Sakurako this Valentine's season, with this month's box featuring an exclusive Valentine's design and is filled with indulgent Japanese chocolate confections, beautifully crafted wagashi, and thoughtfully selected teas. Discover the timeless charm of Japanese Valentine's traditions through exquisite flavors made by local artisans, cherished holiday through authentic flavors crafted by local artisans. These snack highlights include chocolate karinto, strawberry monaka, ume shiso senbai, pudding bam kuchen, and chocolate kuzimochi. All of this pairs perfectly with the caramel hojicha tea, and this month's tableware is the plum furoshiki.
Use code SLOWS to get $5 off for your first Sakurako box through the link down below in the description, and also to get $5 off for your first Tokyo Treat box, also down in the link in the description below.
Now let's talk about the current state of the game for Sparking Zero. It is sad to see. And you're seeing, look at it. Look at the trend of how it is, okay? Right now, and this, keep in mind, this is very early in the morning. I'm recording this at about 6 a.m., okay? So obviously, there's not going to be that many players. 1,419 players, right? Now, obviously, that's way more than Xenoverse 2 and Breakers and Fighters right now, okay? Obviously, right? You're going to give it the benefit of the doubt with that. Okay, the Sparking Zero still, in a sense, is the biggest game. The 24-hour peak was less than 3,000. It's slowly going down more and more, okay? And this is coming from a game that at launch had 122,000 players, bro. Look at this. And you know what the saddest part is? Even when the DLC came out, we only got up to around 13,000 players. Now, also keep in mind, this does not represent the entire player base, and I'm going to show you guys what the actual stats of what you need to know about the consoles. The consoles is night and day compared to Steam. Never use Steam for anime games. Never use this. I'm only using this as a general small group, okay? That's it, to give you guys an idea of the trends of where Sparking Zero is at, okay? Because the player base on Sparking Zero shows, I mean, at least for Steam, is showing that it has just been constantly decreasing, with a slight increase during the DLC release, right? Now, my prediction initially was I thought we would at least get to around 20,000 to 30,000 but players back into the game when the DLC dropped, at least for Steam. Unfortunately, that was not the case. I was not, yeah, that was a bad prediction. Okay. Now, 13,000 is very good, though, for an anime game. That's like some of the most, like, no other anime games get into that level usually when a DLC drops, okay? So, yeah, it's looking kind of not looking good for Sparking Zero's player base, at least for Steam, okay? Now, let's talk about this. The highest selling video games in 2024 had Sparking Zero at number 4. This is in the realm of 2K25, Madden, Call of Duty, Elden Ring. It beat Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring came out, what, 2023, I think? But that's like a super popular game, okay? And in all honesty, we're pretty cooked when it comes to the best-selling games. It's going to be COD or sports games. Are you shitting me? Like, how did Sparking Zero even get up here, bro? An anime fighting game, arena fighting game that's like a casual fighter for fun. It's basically a party game. No disrespect when I say that. It is true. This game is... You get the most out of this game when you're playing this with some buddies at like a get-together, right? That's just my opinion. When you start playing ranked, it's ass. It's garbage, okay? This is coming from somebody that doesn't play ranked. I'm just telling you that ranked always ruins a game in my opinion. Okay, you can disagree with me or not. I don't really care. I'm just saying, like, when you add in competitive aspects for a game that was never really meant to be competitive, right? The whole selling point of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is lots of characters, good fun, iconic animations from the anime, and you play with your buddies. That's it. That's how the Sparking series has always been about. Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3 were always about that, right? Never focused really on story mode. It was just a bunch of characters and having fun with your friends with really, really iconic animations and stuff from the anime. That's it. So the fact that it made it up to this is really impressive still. Okay, now that doesn't we're not talking about, player base. We're talking about just best-selling games, right, of 2024. Now, this is what you guys need to know, okay? Going forward, you need to take this into consideration, right? This is PlayStation 5 games, the most played. Active users, specifically saying active users. PlayStation 5 US top 15 games ranked by total weekly active users. All the way from the middle of December to the end of the first week of January. Look what's in the top 15. Sparking Zero hovers around 11 to 12 on the ranking system, which is really fucking insane if you really think about it. That just goes to show how many more people play Sparking Zero on consoles than they do on Steam. So again, going forward, stop fucking using Steam, okay? The only reason I use this is to show a general trend of where the player base is going, because even though it is a top game, it's definitely going to be decreasing on consoles as well, okay? Again, this is just giving you an idea. If it decreases like this, if the trend is showing this, it's probably going to have a similar trend, not exactly the same, but a similar trend on console. But that doesn't mean that it's got no players or it's dead. That's not what that means at all. That just means that the game is not doing too hot for, retaining players, right? Active players. But it's still in the top 15. This is with games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals. Like, I would go to say, as far as Marvel Rivals being like one of the biggest games right now. Okay, it could even be the biggest game right now. I don't know. I haven't even checked the trends of it, right? But it's up there with those games in the top 15, okay? Helldivers, Mortal Kombat, Rocket League. Like Rocket League, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Roblox. These are all games that have a very, very large, consistent player base, right? Minecraft. Okay, dude, it's right behind Minecraft. Are you kidding me? On the first week, Minecraft was 10, Sparking Zero is 11. Do you realize how insane that is? That Sparking Zero in December, 2 months after the game release, when the patch came out, right? This is at the point where everyone said this game was dead. It was literally right behind Minecraft, one of the most played games of like all time, right? That is impressive. That's actually crazy. Yo, shout out to Sonic Frontiers being in the top 15 for a couple of the weeks. That's actually really, really cool, right? But yeah, Sparking Zero was consistently at 11 to 12. That is crazy, dog. Like, when you really see that. So, what I'm trying to get at in this video is that the DLC, they gotta fix this shit, right? And they probably won't, okay? This will give you an idea of what DLC 2 and 3 is going to be like. And they might actually have less characters because we already have 11 out of the 20-plus playable characters in this entire pack. This is like the season pass, right? So DLC 2 and 3, they're probably going to have less. 5 to 10 characters for each one, and maybe not even that much, right? And they definitely have to be less. There's no way that they're going to be another $17, okay? And going by the trend of it, if they can only add one costume in this, I don't even know how many costumes they could add for Daima. Like what? Goku wearing the pajamas? That's it. Literally, I can't think of any other outfits that were shown in this shit. There's like nothing else, okay? And they'll probably do another like 2 to 3 maybe custom battles, which again, I don't even really want to count those. So it's not looking hot for Sparking Zero's DLC, at least for the first season pass, okay? And even though the player base in total and the game is still very, very active, I'm just disappointed. I'm just very disappointed in you, Spike Chunsoft. This is why, and I don't like saying this, I don't like going this route, but this is why a live service route probably would have helped this game. More frequent updates, smaller updates each week to bi-weekly would have been great for games like these. And again, I know Sparking Zero is an arena fighting anime game, and it was never supposed to be a live service game. But I'm just saying, for the state of Dragon Ball games, the live service route is, I'm just saying, it would help, right? If they could consistently do it. But that's just my opinion. You guys give me your thoughts and opinions down below. I just really, really needed to talk about this and get this off my chest. Again, this wasn't glazing. This wasn't hating. This was a genuine criticism and discussion to have about the state of the game and what needs to be done to make this game better, right? They just need more free updates that add in more stages and more customization. If they can do that, okay, I'm not asking for story mode, even though that would be great. More Sparking episodes would be fantastic. I'm not necessarily asking for that, but little things like that can help the game. It will get people wanting to join in the game, okay? Do it as a raid, unlockable. Like, let us grind for it, okay? It doesn't have to be a horrible grind, but, you know, a little bit of a grind it doesn't hurt, and it keeps the game active, right? That's why Xenoverse 2, for the most part, has been very successful. Even though there are things that I don't like about it and I don't necessarily agree with, it kept the game active, okay? Xenoverse 2 is the closest we've gotten to a console arena fighting game that has, you know, live service nuggets, you know, in there, right? But again, thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, and if there are any other topics that you would like me to talk about, comment down below, give me recommendations, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!